Let's go on a little trip. Join me as we walk along the river Seine on a lovely Parisian evening. The wind blowing in our faces as we turn onto the Mirabeau Bridge. It is crowded with tourists, one of the most romantic places in the world, and of course it's teeming with couples. As you walk on, amid everything that's happening there, we see a man standing alone, watching the world go by. And you can almost hear his thoughts. Sous le Pont Mirabeau, coule, Seine. Every Francophile knows these lines. The man is Apollinaire, and these immortal lines were published in the collection Coule in 1913. These lines are part of a poem which is one of the most studied in French literature and has been adapted to songs many times. Bridges are symbolic in so many ways. They connect two separate entities. Here, the Pont Mirabeau connects the left and the right bank in Paris over the river Seine. What could be a more romantic place, and what could symbolize love better? But let's come back to Apollinaire. As he stands alone on the bridge, he's not talking about the city, but he is lost in this world of nature and in his emotions. The words are coming together in his mind to create an amazing piece of French literature. Here he pens his stunning poem, Le Pont Mirabeau. If you look at the structure of the poem, you will see that there are 4 stanzas, and each stanza is followed by a refrain or a chorus like you would find in a song. There are no punctuations. There are many verbs which refer to movement like couler, passer, venir, s'en aller. These make the poem fluid like the water flowing under the bridge, and therefore reinforce the theme of the poem, which is the passage of time. But there are almost 40 bridges across the Seine in Paris. What's so special about this one? Thing is, Apollinaire was in love with a painter, Marie-Laurencin. This was the bridge they used to cross over as a couple. But this poem is about their breakup and takes us through the various emotions that a broken heart endures. And since all of us at some point of time would have experienced that pain, this piece of poetry and all the songs based on it appeal to all of us. Heartbreak is as universal as love. As we go through the poem, look out for themes like solitude, melancholy, and the power that time has over relationships, emotions, memories, pain, and things like that. Now let's stand next to Apollinaire on this bridge. A man drowning in loneliness, suffering, anger, hopelessness, and pain. Sous le Pont Mirabeau coule la Seine. Under the Mirabeau Bridge flows the Seine. The poet is standing on the bridge, staring at the water below, which flows like time, and he feels powerless, unable to stop time. Et nos amours, and our loves. Nos amours probably refers to his love for Marie-Laurencin, which also seems to be flowing away just like the water of the Seine. Faut-il qu'il m'en souvienne? Must I remember them? But even though love flows away like the river, it does remain in our memory. Here he refers to the bridge as a place which triggers his memory of a lost love. The verb souvenir, to remember, brings a sense of nostalgia. La joie venait toujours après la peine. Joy always followed pain. There's a notion of hope here in this verse, of optimism that there is joy just around the corner. Vienne la nuit sonne l'heure. The night falls and the hours ring. Les jours s'en vont, je demeure. The days go away, I remain. The refrain acts as a constant reminder of time that goes by. La nuit, l'heure, les jours, night, hour, days keep coming and going, totally indifferent to the poet. The words je demeure, I remain, show that the poet is a constant in face of these fleeting moments. Les mains dans les mains, restons face à face. Hand in hand, let us stay face to face. Imagine lovers on a bridge, holding hands, facing each other, almost a mirror image. Tandis que sous, while underneath the bridge, le pont de nos bras passe, of our arms passes, des éternels regards, lone silas, the water tired of the eternal looks. The irony in this line is beautiful because, in a way, Apollinaire shows the contrast of romance and reality. Usually, lovers on a bridge hold hands, imagining their love to be permanent and stable. But they fail to see that love, relationships, and even things in life become fragile with the passage of time, like the passage of water under the bridge. What seems permanent becomes temporary. Looking at the water below, Apollinaire sees a reflection of his life. We're back to the refrain, the chorus. Vienne la nuit, sonne l'heure, les jours s'en vont, je demeure. L'amour s'en va comme cette eau courante. Love goes away like this flowing water. S'en va, the verb s'en aller, to go away, is found many times through the poem to highlight the passage of love. L'amour s'en va, love goes away. Comme la vie est lente, life is so slow. In this one stanza, the word comme is repeated 3 times. Comme is usually used for comparison. In this case, love and life are compared to the flowing water. Et comme l'espérance est violente, and hope is so violent. Hope here is personified and is interestingly called violent, an indication of the pain the poet is suffering. Rien la nuit sonne l'heure, les jours s'en vont, je demeure. The refrain reminds us that through it all, he's still there. But he goes on to drive the point home in his last stanza. Passent les jours et passent les semaines. Days pass by and weeks pass by. Ni temps passé, ni les amours reviennent. Neither past time nor love will return. These 2 powerful verses, written in the negative, seem to show that the poet may have given up. You get a sense of resignation. Sous le Pont Mirabeau, coule la Seine. Under the Mirabeau Bridge flows the Seine. The last line of the poem is the same as the first, and we find ourselves right back where we began, the circle of life. The circle of life doesn't take us back to our former loves because remember, he says, love doesn't come back. No, it takes us back to our memories. It also takes us to new loves and new experiences. But these 2, like the Seine and time, will go away, leaving us with memories of joy and memories of pain. But again, also with the opportunity to experience even newer things and people, creating new memories. Rien la nuit sonne l'heure, les jours s'en vont, je demeure. Laissez-moi un commentaire si Apollinaire a attisé votre âme et votre cœur à partir du Pont Mirabeau. Abonnez à ma chaîne YouTube et Instagram si vous aimeriez apprendre la littérature, l'histoire ou la langue française, ou même si vous vous entraînez pour un concours. Et pour conclure, si vous voulez écouter mon adaptation préférée du Pont Mirabeau, vous trouverez le lien dans la description. Au revoir.